Democrats are furious and seething that Elon is now giving away $1 million at his events for anybody who will sign up and be a part of his PAC to submit a registration form and agree to their petition. And they are unhappy about this. You can see this guy is named Dr. Danish. He's over on X. And he says, how is this not illegal? Very upset about it. And he's not alone. A lot of people in the mainstream media are asking the same questions. You can see Washington Post calls this a questionable pro-Trump effort. This is $1 million lottery situation. And somebody needs to do something about this. The AP is saying the same thing. Musk offers voters $1 million a day to sign his PAC petition. But is that even legal, or should he be arrested immediately? We know how they operate. Let me just show you what was going on here. Here was a nice scene from Elon at one of the events.
So every day between now and the election, we'll be awarding $1 million starting tonight.
Yeah. Pick me, pick me, pick me.
Tonight's person is John Prayer.
What's up, John? Heck yeah, John.
Yeah.
$1 million. Oh my God. That is a big super chat. Oh my gosh.
All right. Oh, by the way, John had no idea. Anyway, you're welcome. And yeah.
Yeah. $1 million, baby.
No, the only thing we ask for the $1 million is that you be a spokesperson for the petition, and that's it. Really, that's it. And yeah, that's it.
Amazing.
So wait, do you want to say anything?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Elon. This is great. I'm really ecstatic. I want to congratulate you on your rocket catch last week. Big curveball guy.
What a gentleman, man.
I've been following you for 10 years. Got your biography 10 years ago, and I've been watching ever since, and big fan.
Thank you. All right.
What
so
a
every
trip,
day,
man. Shout out to that guy. What a nice dude. Okay, you win $1 million, right? And probably the most valuable thing of that, right? Truly, $1 million is great. But is to stand on stage with Elon and just to share that moment with him. You'll never forget that. And that was the first thing that came to his mind. He's interested in the money for sure, but he just wants to say shout out to Elon. What a cool dude. Really, thanks for this giant check, man. But your rocket was awesome. How did you land that thing? Wow, amazing. Anyways, thanks for the $1 million. Anyways, good to see you, Elon. We love you. And we do. We love Elon, right? He's out there. Now, this is causing them to be very upset. They don't like that this is happening, because they, for some reason, forget that they've got guys like George Soros, who buys 200 radio stations, or guys like Mark Zuckerberg, who donated $400 million plus to Democrats. I don't want to hear this partisan crap. Okay. We know where the money went. We covered it, and we know where it went. Okay. So how many days are there left between now and the election? 14 days. Great. So $14 million. He's going to give away $20 million. He's going to give away. Great. Not even touching the surface of the amount of money that the millionaires and the billionaires have donated on behalf of Democrats. Not to mention the guys like Reid Hoffman, okay, who have funded, in my opinion, totally illegitimate lawfare tactics by engaging a demented person to file a fake claim against Trump and funding those lawsuits to the tune of millions of dollars. Insane, right? So this is now being questioned by the usual suspects. They say this is pretty questionable. Legal experts are raising concerns about the legality of the move because it ties a monetary reward to voter registration status, which I don't think so. I think it's with his PAC, which is prohibited under federal law. I think it's for his PAC. He's not saying you register to vote. Billionaire Elon Musk has further increased his direct intervention. Now, by the way, I love this, okay, because if Elon's going into Pennsylvania and he's going hard in that arena, and Elon's usually pretty successful at everything that he does. So if Pennsylvania, which is already polling in favor of Trump, polling with John Fetterman going up, Josh Shapiro's out there freaking out, as we're going to see, saying Elon should probably be prosecuted or something. More on that coming up. But Elon is now on the board. So if they steal Pennsylvania again, like they've stolen other states before, Elon is going to be on our side there, standing up, bringing attention and credibility to the state, shining a spotlight on that state. It's going to be very hard to steal it. And if they do steal it, then Elon will be up there screaming from a megaphone, they stole Pennsylvania. And so that's going to bring with it a ton of credibility and a ton of resources, right, into that state. So it's going to put up, I think, a preemptive firewall in many ways, the fact that this is happening. And what it was in 2020 was a game of credibility. And they stood up their credibility fortress as soon as the election was over. And they had everybody out. It's over. It's conclusive. And whoever could create the most energy around a settled outcome was going to win the game. That was the game at that point. And they did a much better job that time than the right did. So now you can think about it, right? We'll have Elon, we'll have Kennedy, we have a bunch of people who would stand up and say there were problems here, and it's not just going to be Trump as a lone individual with Rudy. Legal experts question the legality of this, and the billionaire linked to the petition, which states that the efforts of the petition is to get 1 million registered voters in swing states to sign in support of the Constitution. So it's getting 1 million registered voters to sign our petition. The site explicitly says the program is only open in the swing states. The petition asks individuals to fill in their name, address, and phone numbers. In addition, anyone who signs the petition gets $47 for each registered voter in a swing state that they also convinced to sign the petition. Now, these checks are coming out. The billionaire has donated at least $75 million through his America PAC. Again, just a pittance relative to what the Democrats have in their billionaires. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro said that there are real questions about Elon, and maybe he should be prosecuted about all of this. Here is the governor of Pennsylvania, who would have been a much better pick for Kamala than that weirdo Walz, but they failed on that one. Their failure is our victory. And here is what he said. They're very upset that Elon is in his state causing a ruckus.
Governor, let me ask you about a development we learned about overnight. Elon Musk says he will be giving away $1 million every day to random voters who sign his super PAC's petition. You are a former attorney general. Is this legal?
I think there are real questions with how he is spending money in this race, how the dark money is flowing, not just into Pennsylvania, but apparently now into the pockets of Pennsylvanians. That is deeply concerning. Look, Musk obviously has a right to be able to express his views. He's made it very clear that he supports Donald Trump. I don't, obviously we have a difference of opinion. I don't deny him that. But when you start flowing this kind of money into politics, I think it raises serious questions that folks may want to take a look at.
So you think it might not be legal, yes or no?
I think it's something that law enforcement can take a look at. I'm not the attorney general anymore of Pennsylvania. I'm the governor, but it does raise some serious questions.
Yeah, so it's the governor intimating and endorsing an investigation of Elon. I can't really do it, but they can do it, and they maybe should look into it. AP's ringing the same bell. The giveaways raising questions and alarms along some election experts who say it's a violation of the law. All right. We have Cuban, who does not like Trump and does not like Elon, who is saying that it probably is, in fact, legal. Here is what he said about it in response to this illegality stuff.
Let's talk about Elon Musk. He's been critical of you. You've been critical of him. What do you make in particular of this weekend's new effort to get people to the polls, that he is using $1 million a day? He's offering up for those who effectively sign his petition and register to vote.
It's innovative and it's desperate. But you only do that because you think you have to. Using a sweepstakes is not a bad idea. Whether or not it'll work is a whole nother thing. It just as easily could backfire, but you don't know until you try.
Do you think it's legal?
I actually looked into it. I initially thought it might not have been, but as a sweepstakes, it looks like it may be. But from a FEC perspective, I have no idea.
Okay, so even he said that's probably legal. FEC, though, they get very agitated about this stuff when it's Republicans doing it. Okay, if it's Obama who is taking foreign money, no one cares. If it's Hillary, she pays a fine. If it's Trump, however, they prosecute him in New York for falsifying business records. Remember, the falsifying business records, that Stormy Daniels hush money stuff, that was crafted as election interference. They created a story that Trump stole the election, and that's why he needed to be prosecuted. And the New York jurors just lapped it up because that's what they love. Now, here's one final clip of Elon at his event. Here's what he said to this nice young man in the crowd.
Yeah, it's pretty wild that a tiny tax on tea started the revolution, and now we get the living daylights tax out of us, and nobody does not know revolution.
Yeah, great point, Elon.
I mean, you get taxed on what you own, you get taxed on what you buy, and you get taxed on what you own.
Mm-hmm.
As okay, this is
everybody
this,
does.
This is taxes, and
yeah. So if I get money from somebody, I pay income taxes on that. Then I pay you I pay you. So that money's already been taxed. Then I pay you. Then you get taxed on that. And then if you use that money to go buy something, just like I use that money to go buy something, then I pay sales tax on that. So I got a tax coming in and I get tax coming out. So then you got to go buy something. It's insane. And then everywhere we go, we're taxed. And then they lock you down and they steal your livelihood and your business, and everybody's just sitting around. I guess this is fine, not a big deal.
And what does it get spent on?
Nothing.
A bunch of the stuff it gets spent on you don't even agree with. That's why we need to reduce the size of government and just spend less money and let the people keep a lot more of their hard-earned money.
Please, yes.
Yeah. So
please, golly, yes, that would be very nice. Now, Elon is talking about cleaning up the government, and I hope that he does. Here is what is happening to him for standing up against the government. Here is a lawfare diagram of all the things that are happening. Tesla is getting hit with investigations from the DOT, the DOJ, from the Department of Labor. They're getting hit from the National Labor Relations Board, Equal Opportunity, EPA, SEC, Neuralink's getting blasted by all these people. Like you see them. SpaceX getting investigated. Our government is just useless. And it's just to stop Elon, really. It's government control of the marketplace. It's fascism on display. And the people who actually build things are on this side of the screen, the Tesla side, not the government side. All these people are just bureaucrats who say, what are they doing? Justice, protecting the environment, protecting opportunities in employment, protecting national labor relations. What? Give me a break. All right. So hopefully Elon takes every single one of these boards, puts them up on a whiteboard, big, long, in a room, and walks around and just starts saying, afuera, 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 one after another until they're gone. That would be a great day in America. All right.